Hey team, I'm Crystal, and today we're going to take a look at how to perform a pike push-up. So this is what it looks like. 1, 2. This is also what it looks like. 1, 2. And this is also what it looks like. 1, 2. So when we break this down, benefits of our exercise. We're building strength through our chest, our shoulders, and our arms. We're also building some really nice strength and sensation through our posterior chain as we complete the pike movement. And we're getting some really good stability through our shoulders in both the pike and the push-up movement. The way we set up is we're going to bring the hands wider than shoulders distance apart. We're going to tuck the toes, brace the belly, and we're going to lean forward, almost like we're looking over the ledge of a mountain. From here, we're going to perform 1 push-up, and then we're going to tuck the toes, lifting our sit bones up and back, performing 1 pike as we push both heels towards the ground. We're then going to shift the weight back forward, pushing out of all 10 toes, refining that leaning forward position, perform another push-up, and another pike. The way we count our reps is the pike and the push-up together is 1 rep. Our common faults in this exercise. As we start to get fatigued and we're coming out of the pike position, we tend to not roll forward far enough, and now our push-up ends up back here, and we're actually cheating ourselves because we're not getting proper alignment to actually activate the target muscle groups. Also, what can happen here is we can start to lose stability and strength through our back, which can load the back inappropriately, and that can lead to injury. So we definitely want to make sure every time that we're coming all the way forward in our push-up. The next common fault that we tend to see is in the pike position. We tend to not bring the heels down. So then we're way up here. We want to try to bring the heels towards the earth so it actually activates deeper through the back of the body. And once again, just engaging more muscle fibers to expend more calories. The other common fault that we tend to see in this exercise is when we're tired, we cheat ourselves in the push-up when we're talking about range of motion or depth. So in our push-up, we definitely want to make sure that our chest gets to the elbow crease or below every push-up every time. We also want to make sure that as we descend and push away, we're controlling both directions so we're not just falling on the ground. The body moves as like a piece of wood, so everything lowers together, everything lifts together, and that's going to create a better strength platform for our body. It's going to give us faster and better results and build lean muscle at that accelerated rate. Our progression and regression strategies. So you have a couple. The first one is based on load. And load here means, are we going to stay on our knees, which is going to be less challenging and less load for the body? Or are we going to pop up onto the toes and create that deeper challenge and more load for the body as we perform every push-up? So the option is yours. Another way we can manipulate load here in the push-up is if on your knees is still really, really hard, which it should be. We can absolutely make this less challenging by bringing the knees closer to the hands. So we're just reducing the distance from the hands to the knees, but we're actually still maintaining that forward lean, elbows wide into the side as we lower, and then once we come to the top, we can do our pike. And then just resetting every push-up. And as we get stronger, moving the knees back, and that'll increase the challenge and increase our strength levels over time. Our next variable for manipulation, for intensity, is we're going to look at range of motion. So as we perform the push-up, the lower we can get in the push-up while maintaining proper alignment, the deeper we're going to get into the target areas. And once again, just accelerating our fitness results. So every push-up, we just aim to maybe get a little bit lower because that's going to make us so much stronger. Our third variable for manipulating intensity is going to be based on speed. And we're only going to add this once we've mastered technique, we have really strong range of motion. Well, now we can start to add a little pace as we move in and out of every rep. And this is going to make the heart and the lungs work a little harder. And that'll give us the benefit of improved conditioning levels as well as cardiorespiratory health. There's one more option we can take here if it's right for you, and it's going to create a unilateral stability challenge for our shoulders, and that is in the pike. We can lift one hand off the ground, coming across the body, touching the outside of the shin or the thigh of the opposite leg, shifting back forward, performing the push-up, and then just repeating that on the other side. So if you want that extra option, you can definitely take it or not. And that is how to perform a pike push-up.